Is it worth visiting the Gornergrat? Well, in this video, we will tell you everything you need to know so you can make your mind up if this attraction is truly worth the money and your time. This attraction is one of the most visited places in Switzerland. So here is a video, all you need to know video. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, then please do so, as every subscriber makes a huge difference to us. Starting off with the tickets, we paid around £100 for the two of us, and that is because we had a Swiss travel pass, so that was after the 50% reduction discount, but normally it would be £100 per person. We have made a YouTube video on the benefits of having a Swiss travel pass and all the things you can get for free and 50% discounts on. I will put the link down below in this video so you can have a look at that. We highly recommend investing or looking into getting a Swiss travel pass. Now, moving on to the Gornergrat Railway. Did you know this was actually built in the 1908, and this Gornergrat Railway is actually the highest open air cog railway in Europe, and it is a 9.4 kilometers line that connects Zermatt town, which is at 1,620 meters, to Gornergrat, which goes all the way up to 3,089 meters, and the train ride actually takes around 33 minutes. This is the ticket station where we bought our tickets. Now, we bought them the day before because we didn't want you to risk missing the earliest train we could get by waiting in the queue. And it is a tip that we wanted to give you. So if you are going to visit, then maybe try to get your tickets the day before or the night before. This is one of the maps. You can collect these maps or buy them actually from the ticket station when you buy your tickets, and it shows all the different stops you can get off. You can see there are many beautiful mountain panorama stops here, and the Matterhorn is always going to be by your side during almost the entire ride up as well. Going up, we did have clear skies. We were very lucky, so we did have the Matterhorn to our right, but it really doesn't make a difference where you sit, because if the train's not too busy, you could always swap around and get a feel of both different sides. So on one side there were the lakes, and on the other side we had the beautiful Matterhorn and many other beautiful mountains as well. So the journey itself is actually very spectacular in itself, and it is actually the best way to reach the Gornergrat Ridge as well, if that's something you're interested in doing. You do also have some very famous lakes that we're going to talk about just in a bit. We didn't get off at the top at the first two stops. At the top, we actually got off on the stop where you have the Riffelsee lake, and apologies if I've not pronounced that correctly, but here it is. And you could already see, even though we visited first thing in the morning, the place was already very busy. It was a very popular stop as well. Not many people got off at the first two stops. I guess it was because of the lake itself. Having a look at the lakes and getting some really great drone footage and doing some photo shoots for our social media, we then decided to make our way to see the glaciers up close. And here you can see 7 different glaciers at least, and this is the most close I have got to a glacier. It was just so close to us, and even when I could zoom into my phone, I could see it really up close. I could see some of them melting, unfortunately, but we decided to do this little walk. We didn't do it all the way around, but we did at least about a 20-minute walk on the opposite side, where you'll find all these glaciers. It was a stunning sight, and I still cannot forget it, and I already want to go back because we had so much fun here, and we just highly recommend doing this. So try and spend a little bit of time on each side, on the lake side as well as the glacier side, because the two are going to give you different perspective. And we even did some TikTok trends here as well, because the view in the background was so stunning. So we spent about nearly 2.5 to 3 hours on that spot, and then we got the train to the next stop. So make sure you don't get the train going down. There are always two trains, but it shouldn't be that easy to get lost, because there are people there to help out as well. But yes, so you can go down or you can go up. You can get off and on as many times as you want on the stops. Just make sure that you get the last train down, because you don't want to be stuck up there all night. So we got the train going up, and at this point the Matterhorn was completely covered by clouds, you can see over there, but on the other side we got a glimpse of some really beautiful lakes, and then we made our way right to the top, where you'll find the Culham 3100 hotel. It was just a stunning view. It looked like some science center. I mean, they do have an astronomy place here as well. I believe they have a really nice, interesting activity where you can actually see the stars up close. They've got a massive telescope, but we didn't go in the hotel. You can book to stay here. It's about £500 per night. On some days it can be even more expensive, going up to £1,000 per night, but we did get to go up there. There is a restaurant there, and you can have a photo at the viewing point. You've got the glaciers again really up close to you, and you can do a bit of walk there. You can even hike down to the lake if you're feeling like it, or go up to the viewing point. The choice is really yours, or you can just have some food and drink at the restaurant. But this is a train station. You can see how close it is. So this is where the train stops last. It's the last stop on the Gornergrat. You've even got some birds there. We saw these exact same birds at Jungfrau. I can't remember their name, so if you know what they're called, then please do leave it in the comments down below. We want to know what their actual name is. But here we saw some people feeding these very cute birds. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I guess if you are feeding them, just make sure you don't give them anything that's going to make them ill, because we don't want to be seeing that happening. But yes, a lot of people were feeding the birds, and these are birds that you'll find at Jungfrau as well. We've made a YouTube video on Jungfrau, top of Europe as well, in case you're interested in watching. But yes, so the Gornergrat itself was really nice. The blue lake right next to the hotel was just a stunning visual with the mountains in the background. This is also where someone came up to us and asked us to stop using our drone and just threatened us really, but we had a license, so we just said we continued on doing what we were doing, and then we went to Zoom, which is the interactive area. This is also included as part of the ticket, and here you actually put these VR headsets on, and you can actually do some paragliding or fly in the sky, which was a really interesting thing to do. They also had a 3D movie there, and so we spent about half an hour in the Zoom interactive area, and that is because we wanted to make our way down to another stop. But it was just really interesting. We also got to learn a little bit about the people who visited the Matterhorn mountain, climbed it, and the tragedy that took place as well. And we also then went to the office, which is there, to ask them where the sheep is, a stop that we will be doing just in a little bit. And because the sheep, the black-nosed famous sheep, have tags on, they can actually track it for you and let you know which stop they are at. So we got the train back to do this. So by the lady who was in the ticket office, we were told to make our way to the second stop in the Gornergrat. So we made our way down, but we still had to do a bit of hiking just to find the sheep. They were not exactly quite close to the train station. I don't know why we expected that to be, so we had to do a bit of a hike to find them, but it was truly all worth it. It was just so nice to spend some time here. I guess not a lot of people know about this, but if you're interested, just just ask one of the people and they can track the sheep for you, and you can play around with them for a bit. You can even feed them some grass because they love eating that. And they always have a helper there as well, who is looking after them, so you can't really do anything wrong with them. Not that we want you to be doing anything like that, and just enjoy the time there. And that's exactly what we did. And just as we were making our way down, we ended up seeing some corodians as well. I believe that's what they are called. And these little beautiful animals were just so cute. A lot of people were trying to take photos of them, but they were quite hidden. But yes, so I guess the stop is great if you're there for animal looking or animal spotting. And the way back down, the skies cleared up on one side and it was very cloudy on the other side. So you can see Matterhorn was completely covered. You could not see it at all, but on the other side you had beautiful blue skies, and I guess that really just sums up Zermatt weather in its own. But the journey down was really nice, and because we had such an amazing day, we were just very appreciative of this experience that we had and how lucky we were to actually have these experiences. It's something we've always wanted to do, traveling in Zermatt, traveling in Switzerland, and the Gornergrat was just truly an amazing, beautiful experience that we highly recommend. So if you did enjoy watching this video, then please do subscribe to our channel and like the video, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. We hope this helped you to make your mind up if Gornergrat is worth a visit, and let us know in the comments if it did help you. We would love to know. And also follow us on Instagram for more regular updates, and we shall see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself.